What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, and we are back with the 8th episode of the Leicester City career mode. We are playing West Ham at home in the next game. Now, off camera, I just advanced a couple of days, and to get to this game. So Wasilewski has accepted the contract offer, and Chowdhury here is disappointed with the amount of games he's getting. Now, originally, I was going to keep him in the club and keep training him throughout the season to get him better. But then I found out we have Ndidi as well, so I've been training him. And I also remembered that we have a goalkeeper that we need to start training that we signed from the youth academy. So that's 2 training spots that he's going to take, 2 training spots from Ndidi. So I figured Chowdhury is probably better off going on loan, so I put him on the loan list. And the transfer window is going to start after this game. So hopefully we can pick up a win here leading into that. West Ham in decent form there, as you can see. And Albrighton, very early on, scoring a goal. Nice to see him getting on the score sheet again. He's been a very good player for us this season. Sacco, though, has canceled it out, and it's now 1-1, 50 minutes played. Really need a win here. We should be beating West Ham. We really need to keep up with the teams around us in the table, but it's not looking great. Still 1-1 though, and that is the end of the game. Finished 1-1 against West Ham. Not a great result. Yeah, I'm trying to find some positives, but there's, really we needed to win that game. Because of that, we've dropped to 3rd place, although luckily the teams around us didn't, I don't think all of them, I think a couple of them drew some games, because otherwise we'd be lower. We're still in 3rd place, so that's decent, and we're actually going to go into training here. Now, as I said, I want to get Chowdhury out on loan. Until we send him out on loan, though, I'm going to keep training him in his defensive attributes, but I'm going to replace these 2 training sessions with this guy. 62 rated, he's 6'5", which is amazing. He's 16 years old, maybe 17. So yeah, 16 years old there, 62 rated. So he has got some great potential. I believe his potential is 80 to 92. So yeah, we're going to want to train him up. He's going to be our 2nd choice keeper. So we're going to try and move on Zeeler in this window, who has not played a game this season, I don't think. Obviously, the reserve keeper is not going to play any games unless our starting goalkeeper is either injured or in very bad form. But Schmeichel's been doing well this season. So, okay. Malcolm, let's see. Okay, I'm not going to get rid of Malcolm. We just bought him recently. He's our reserve right mid. He's a good player to have as a backup. So our youth academy here, we've got some, a fair few decent players. We're going to go ahead and keep him, and then we're going to get rid of this guy and this guy. Now I just saw, here, this Cam we've had in the club for a few months now. He was 84 to 94 rated potential. He now has a potential of 86 to 94, and he's already 60 rated. He's only 15 years old. He is going to turn into an absolute world beater. So that is great stuff there. So yeah, we're going to want to keep an eye on him. I'm going to sign him onto a contract as soon as he turns 16. Now, Malcolm wants out of the club. He is actually going to start this game because Mahrez is very tired. I'm going to try and start playing him a little bit more because I really want to keep him in the club. But he's just not a high enough quality, to keep Mahrez out of the squad. Now, Andy King has been doing well for us. Drinkwater is still in bad form. We're going to put him in there because King is tired. And DeVry is also going to go out. We're going to get Wagway in there because he's on the up right now. He's went up 1 rating while Huth has went down 1 rating. And obviously he's a lot younger, only 25 years old. Huth is, in his 30s, I believe. And then the rest of the lineup is going to stay the same. Okazaki has been amazing since Slimani went out injured. Now Slimani, I think, actually is back, but we're definitely not going to start him. We'll take a look at the squad report now to see why I'm not going to start Slimani as soon as this loads. Okay, so squad report, sort by strikers. Alright, so Vardy there, he's been our starting striker. He's played 31 games, 10 goals, 2 assists. Not amazing, but not not bad either. Okazaki, though, 6 goals in 13 games as a 30-year-old 77 rated striker is incredible. And the reason he's starting over Slimani is because Slimani has 1 assist in 19 games, which is absolutely atrocious. He hasn't increased in any stats either, so he's just sitting there, not scoring, not progressing, and we're actually going to look to sell him on in the transfer window, I think. Yeah, I just kind of decided that right now. We're going to try and get him out of the club because he's just not doing well enough to warrant him staying. He's got a pretty decent wage. He's worth 20 million pounds. And so yeah, we'll look for another striker later. And we might look for a striker this window. If we can get rid of Musa as well, we can free up some funds there. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and do this now. Now that the transfer window started. So Schmeichel there is going to be our starting goalkeeper, and this is the guy that signed from the youth academy, 62 rated, 6'5", 16 years old. So he's our new reserve keeper, meaning we no longer need Zieler here. So we're going to put him on the transfer list. Ben Alaoun is going to stay in the club as a reserve center back. Huth is going to stay in the club, as is Wagway, who I just realized was a loanee. So that's not great. But we'll still play him as long as he keeps performing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we'll go ahead and keep Wasilewski as well. We obviously just kept him. He's 36 years old. Holy shit! I had no idea. That is so old. I'm surprised he accepted that contract I gave him earlier. And then Chilwell is going to stay in the club. He's 70 rated now. That's pretty decent. Haven't even been playing him. But we might look to start him in a couple of games. Fuchs has been incredible this season though, so that's why he's not started. DeBayo is his contract's expiring in 6 months. He's not going to start any games. I would put him on the transfer list if I could, but he recently joined. That guy's loaned out. So then our right back situation, we've got Bayern as our starting right back and Danny Simpson as our reserve, so that's good there. We're going to get rid of this guy if we can. Yeah, so he's going to go on the transfer list. This guy's loaned out, so we're just going to keep him loaned out. Not really going to worry about that. Now, when it comes to center backs, we're going to keep Andy King, and I thought King was a lot younger. Wow. I think I said that in the last episode. Maybe one of you guys would have corrected me, but I said he was younger. I think I even said he was younger than Drinkwater. He's 28, so oops. But anyways, he's going to stay in the club, as is Drinkwater, of course. James there's loaned out. He's going to stay loaned out. And then Ndidi is our starting center defensive midfielder. Mendy is our reserve CDM. And then Chowdhury is up for loan. Amarty here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to keep him in the club just in case we need him. If we pick up a couple of injuries. But he's not really going to be a starter for us anytime soon. And then our left mid, Albrighton. He's been in amazing form this season. And then Gray here are going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy up for loan. Actually, we're going to want to put him up. Oh, shit. Remove from the loan list. We're going to want to put him up for a short loan. That way he'll be back by the end of the season in case we need him at the start of the next season, or if we want to sell him. So then Mahrez and Malcolm are going to stay, despite the fact that Malcolm wants to leave. He's only 19 years old. He can't really be expecting first-team football at that age, really. So he's still got plenty of time to progress, and we're going to let him do that. So Vardy's going to stay, Ulloa is going to stay, and Okazaki's going to stay. And then I'm going to go ahead and try and get rid of this guy because he's shite. Then Musa and Slimani I'm going to try to get rid of. Because if we can sell both of them, we should be able to bring in a pretty decent striker. Because Musa and Slimani, neither of them have performed at all this season. So anyways, now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go into this game against Middlesbrough. And so we've got our lineup there. I'm expecting a result here. They're not in great form. They've lost 2 out of their last 3 games. But, away games always difficult. Fuchs with an early yellow card. Hopefully he doesn't get sent off. Ramirez there has put Middlesbrough 1-0 up. Not looking good for us. Normally, if we're going to equalize, we do it pretty soon after conceding. 60 minutes now, still 1-0. Mahrez, though, has equalized. And can we pick up the 3 points late in the match? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's ended 1-1. Another draw. We've drawn a lot of games this season, actually. But, again, drawing away games, I'm always kind of okay with it because away games are always really difficult. You know, if we can win one here or there and then draw most of them, that's still good enough. Do we have a transfer offer here? We don't. So we're going to progress into the next game. It's going to be against Swansea in the Capital One Cup. I think it is. The FA Cup. Wait, is the EFL Cup the Capital One Cup? It must be, because we got knocked out of the EFL Cup, which I thought was the new FA Cup. I thought they like renamed it that. This shows my knowledge of English cups. It's not great. You know, they've got so many cups here, especially like there's another cup for like the lower league teams as well. It's confusing. Be better if they just had, you know, one cup to deal with, like you know, in Spain or Germany or whatever. Makes it a lot easier to keep track of, and you don't really need two cups. I mean, it's kind of redundant. But we're gonna put Mahrez back in there, and Wagway is gonna go out for De Vrij. Mendy is just gonna go ahead and stay in. He's been performing pretty well from the looks of it, and I'm gonna give Chilwell a go here because Fuchs is no longer in good form, or like, you know, excellent form as EA would call it. So we're gonna give Chilwell a go. Drinkwater's still in bad form, so we're gonna go. We'll get Andy King back there. Didn't mean to put him in there. So, oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Oh my God, I can't do it. Okay, there we go. I kept switching in the same player back in as well because that way the bench will stay, you know, the way I want it to. Should anyways. Means we should have Drinkwater here. Yeah, we do. All right. So that's the team we're gonna go with in the next game, which is against Swansea. So we should actually kind of be using the cup lineup, but fuck it, I just changed everything. We'll just use this lineup. I would like to go pretty far in the FA Cup. Ideally, it's an away game though. I'm gonna go ahead and predict a 2-1 loss before the start of the game. Now, saying that, they have drawn their last 3 games, but I'm still not feeling too confident about this. I just got a feeling that we're gonna lose this one. But hey, hopefully we can come away with the result. A lot of early goals in the other fixtures. Still 0-0 here. All kinds of goals in the other fixtures. And Sigurdsson there has put them 1-0 up. But Okazaki, with another goal, has equalized. And then Vardy making it 2-1 before Fair makes it 2-2. A lot of goals consecutively there. And it's looking like that's how the game is going to finish. Are we going to go into extra time, or is it a replay? Oh, it's not a replay. God damn it, it's a replay. I hate the English system when it comes to cup games. Replays are just so pointless. Why doesn't it just go into extra time? Or why is there not just 2 legs from the beginning? Doesn't make sense, but whatever. There we go. I guess we're going to go into a replay. Don't know when that's going to be, but that's a pain in the ass. At least the next game will be at home, so we should be able to win it. But anyways, we're going to go into training now. See if we can get a couple of players' stats further up. There we go. Marcos, our young goalkeeper, has already went up in 1 rating, and I'm fully expecting him to be at least 75 rated by the end of the season, at the very least. But hopefully more than that. And if we look at the table there, everyone's played 20 games around us. We're in 4th place. You know, it's still pretty tight up there. We could easily lose and drop by 3 places, or win and go up by 3 places, whichever. Okay, so we do have Swansea, that replay game, coming up next. I accidentally stopped the simulation there, and then, you know, forgot to advance again. So anyways, Swansea away, or Swansea at home next. We're going to get in a training session before then. Now this is going to be a kind of long episode, but I did deal with those transfers at the beginning. And you know, the transfer window episodes usually are a little bit longer, so we are going to do this game. We're going to play this game in this episode. So this will be the last game of the episode, though, because it is getting pretty long. But wouldn't want to leave you guys hanging. So we'll play this one. We have a transfer offer for Ahmed Musa there. We are going to try and get 12 million. That's how much I want to ideally get for him. He's only 24 years old. He's 78 rated. I mean, he could be a starting player for Middlesbrough. So hopefully they'll pay that for him. If not, I might accept something lower. We'll see in the next episode, most likely. But here we go. Swansea at home in the FA Cup. It's the third round. Hopefully we can get into the next round with a win here. So after drawing us, they've actually drawn their last 3 games still. So their last 4 games after that. So they're on a bit of a drawing streak right now. Now I believe if we draw this one, it will go into extra time. It would have to. Yeah, it does. But hopefully we can win it in normal time. And we are 1-0 up through Riyad Mahrez there. So 70 minutes in, still 1-0. Dyer has made it 1-1 though, and it looks like we are going to go into extra time here. Yep, but Dyer has scored again. Surely we're not going to get knocked out at home. Come on, lads. There we go. Mahrez with an equalizer, and we have won the game in penalties. We drew both games 2-2, so it was a pretty exciting fixture overall. But we are through from penalties. Unfortunate there that we had to go in extra time. That's gonna hurt us when it comes to fitness. But that's gonna be the end of this episode. So leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel.